I have logged into Jenkins. I have to install plugins for our Ansible. So go to manage Jenkins. You will have global manage plugins. And here we have to select publish over SSH. And we have to download this. So I'll be installing this. Let's find this publish over SSH is here. Let me install. I'll install without restart. So this plugin is responsible for your SSH deployment. If you are use your Ansible as your as your deployment tool, then you have to use this plugins. After that I have to restart my Jenkins system. So go here and just to restart. It will take a couple of minutes to start. I will pause the video and we'll come back again. Well, the reason is like, since we have installed our plugins publish over SSH, so now what we have to do now, we have to go to Jenkins and then we have to configure that publish over SSH configuration. So your Jenkins will ask, okay dude, you have installed this plugin, so how are you gonna configure it? So in that your configuration, which user will be adding and what will be the location, all what is my user password, and this all things will be seeing in while configuring your plugins. Your Jenkins is still getting restarted. I will pause the video and we'll come back again once that is done. Then we have to configure that plugin. Well, your Jenkins server is up. Now we have to go to manage Jenkins, and under manage Jenkins you have to configure system. You go here, configure system. Then inside configure system you have to just mention all those details for your publish over SSH configuration. It is taking a lot of time. Maybe there is some network delay. It came up. Now you have to go down. You have to go down, more down, and you'll find this thing here. You find this publish over SSH. Now we have to configure this guy. So under this section publish over SSH, you can see you have to give the password here, and manually you can put the path of your key, which is inside your Ansible, and you can also specify the path of the key file here. But it is not advisable to put key here because this is a public, a lot of people will be searching this and your key will be mismatched and misused. So what I have done here, I have added one more thing here. So if you click here, advanced, just you have to click this SSH server here. Then I have provided SSH server as Ansible deployer, and this is the host name. Our host name is Ansible server. So copy the IP address here and paste it here. And under advanced, you have to put the password for your SSH admin, because you want your Jenkins to connect to Ansible through SSH admin and then deploy. So if you click advanced, you'll find a password thing. So password I have mentioned here as my admin password for SSH admin. So password is done. Now you can test your configuration here. So go here and test configurations. It is testing and this shows success. So you guys, you have successfully configured your publish over SSH plugin. Now we have to go and create a job which we have to deploy on our Ansible. Well, we have already one Maven project. Let's try to configure this only. Go to here and click on configure, and your setup is already done. Let's go here, and this is your Git repository, and this should be your Maven. So just add clean because one more build we have already done. So we are just specifying your Jenkins, right? So whenever you have a new build, clean the older build and clean the WAR file on the existing machine. So do this, and now you have to select post build action. Click on this, and now you can see something here like you have to select this step, that is send build artifacts over SSH. So this will be available only if you install the plugin, that is your what you have installed now, that is our SSH plugin. So go here. Now we have the SSH server name here. Here you have to write the source file, remote directory, and we have to just mention the command what you want to execute. So I'll be quickly writing it down here. Well, I have set the path here. If you click on here, publish over SSH thing, you will get to know the name of the server. You can put it anywhere, and this is the source file. So this source file is like where your files has been there and where your files are there. Now this is the remote directory where you want to deploy the file. So anywhere your file will be deployed like webopt.target.war file. So that's why in the playbook I have mentioned like this. If you go playbook, so this is the structure. If you don't follow this structure, suppose if you have created playbook in etc playbook, or you have created playbook in temp directory, so this source will be like temp playbooks. But these things, right, web app targets and .war file, this is a generic file extension of your, this is a hierarchy. Your build tool will be placing the war file. So this is what is a normal thing. This is a source file name. This is how your file will be generated. So whenever your file is built, it is built in the directory folder. Under web app you have target, and the target you have the war file. So I want this file to be copied here on playbooks. The location is cd opt playbook. I have given / location because not to just omit the special character. I mentioned it. Now we have to execute the Ansible command. If you are here, you can run the Ansible command like Ansible playbook and then your playbook name. But since you are in Jenkins server, so you have to put the absolute path here. So this is the command to start your Ansible, not to start your Ansible, to play your playbook, and this is the location of your playbook and deploy to the YAML. Well, what I will do, sometimes putting everything in the same file creates issues, so I will just remove this from here and I will choose one more action, that is your send build artifacts over SSH. It has not selected. I will just select it now. Yeah, I think it is done. Let me cross check. Well, it seems with a new upgrade of Ansible, your Jenkins, if you go and select on this, your tab is not getting created. So by default I have to put this here only, because sometimes when I tried it earlier it failed. There is no logic behind it, but a lot of times it failed. Okay, I have to put the absolute path here. So I have put the command here, what I have discussed here. Now what I will do, I will just apply and save. So guys, your job is ready. It's time for us to run the job. Let's run the job here. Click this guy here and it will run. Your job is getting ready. It is running now. You can see the output.